seem to know everyone's a hypocrite. Something my friends will show when we get to it. 'Cause this is new, and my cares are gone. If I'm not for you, then girl, you can carry on. Taking the view, as we see the dawn, my dreams are coming true. Princess of the sun. The princess of the sun. Going further than she'd ever thought she'd go before. It's hard to work out when you never know what's in store. And so we kiss under the branches of the cherry trees. A smile lights up my world across the London seven seas. 'Cause this is new, and my cares are gone. If I'm not for you, then girl, you can carry on. Taking the view, as we see the dawn, my dreams are coming true. Princess of the sun. The princess of the sun. Cause this is new, and my cares are gone. If I'm not for you, then girl, you can carry on. Taking the view, as we see the dawn, my dreams are coming true. The princess of the sun. The princess of the sun. The princess of the sun. The princess of the sun.
Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing Phoenix Wright today. That being said, I just need one quick moment to just set everything up, just a tad bit more. So I'm just going to put a quiet song, and I'll be right back, okay?
been taken away. The sun and the moon, the sea and the stars, a warm afternoon and evening from afar. A star in the night sky, a gentle breeze whispers by. How far can the Pegasi reach when they fly? A star in the night sky, a gentle breeze whispers by. How far can the Pegasi reach?
Okay, well, I'm all set. So we're gonna boot up that game real shortly. Hope everyone else is having a great time or is doing well. Okay, so let's get right into it. This is one of my absolute favorite games, and the fun fact about it. Whoops. The fun fact about it is that we're going to be playing through the first game, Ace Attorney. I've never finished the bonus episode on this game. So I'm hoping to be able to finish the entire game this time around. I don't know, last time I tried to play it, I got stuck on the bonus episode, and my brain was just broken. Just trying to figure everything out. Okay, so let's boot it up. Lower the music. We have visual. Good. How is the audio mixing? Is the music too loud? Give me a second. I'm gonna check this on over here. So I'm just gonna mute myself real quick to check how the audio mixing is, because I just want to make sure it sounds perfectly fine. They can hear me. I feel like I could turn down the game ever so slightly, so that's what I'm gonna go do. This sounds much better, maybe? Give me a second, I'm just gonna check that myself. Just wanna make sure everything sounds perfectly fine before I stream. Okay, this is just the last time I'm gonna check. Just gonna check this last time, and maybe the audio mix will finally sound good. Okay. Okay, there we go. things look and sound decently enough, we're going to lower the game just a notch more. There we go. I'm not gonna like say gasp. It's like, damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he didn't. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna have to do a female voice? Oh, it's gonna sound awful. I'm not doing a female voice. Right. Oh, hey, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clients as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Sorry about that. I like bit onto my own tongue. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah. It's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them. I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. And now I can't remember what kind of voice I gave him. Ooh. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to Oh my god, I can't. This is so bad. The voice acting is so bad. Also, welcome to the stream, Agni. Enjoy this bad voice acting. And me usually forgetting my voices while I'm doing them. I can't remember. I think we should have a test to ascertain. You ready? Oh my god. I'm just gonna skip that. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them as clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Oh no. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you... I can't. I was gonna do like a silly female voice and I'm debating, but it's gonna sound awful. It could be worse. That's true, but I'm nowhere near ready to do voices on the fly, let alone on a stream. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. Cinder block. Oh, I'm tempted to say cinder block. I like that option. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object, of course. She was struck once by a blunt object. And now I added a British accent there for whatever reason. I forgot to switch. Whoops. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Will you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the ground next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. The statue is added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. You just have to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne. Oh, God, give me a second. I kind of forgot what I was doing. Again. How professional. I mean, I'm no professional, but... Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call the first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't... I can't. I'm probably peeking the microphone. Oh my goodness. I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyways?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from an overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
The passport was added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar? I can't believe I just said daddy. I can't believe I just said it again.
Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts. What do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens, or stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case.
Oh.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That's cheating. She's a dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in heaven, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I can't keep it. Oh my god. Also, how's the audio quality? I just want to make sure I'm not peeking anything. Because, God, this is awful. Awful. Give me a second here. Just gonna check something. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you not, or did you not?
I messed that line up. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene from the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, the witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Side to the stand. Mr. Side, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sod, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I look inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Side used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for you.
Let me reread that.
I have a record of the blackout for you.
For your perusal. I'm not redoing that. Was out from noon to 6 p.m. Okay. No, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. All right, Wright. This is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave you. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find a contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in its face. And I misread that line. Okay. Open the court record with the tab button and then point out contradictions in the testimony. And here's where the real gameplay starts. First off, I'm just going to go and reread the evidence real quickly. Just making sure everything's there, right? Refresh my... There we go. Okay, so time of death was 7:31, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Well, isn't that the that's the contradiction. You looked, moving. It was directly 1 p.m. he stated, I believe. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. And then... You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, well, that...
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sun, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well... Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. I misread that. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, did I say that? Is that literally what I said and I didn't notice? Did I say Mr. Body Spot? I hope not. Whoopsie. Wait, I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about this misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying that time on the tape. Give me a second. I keep forgetting this guy's voice. Even though it's not that hard. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Easy. Television over here, and it is the fact there was a blackout. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation? Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sod?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite.
Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sod, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. But, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. I must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sod. Let's hear your testimony. One more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sod. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
as the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with his testimony now?
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known this weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment of the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left... I went into that thing again, I do. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never! Look, the clock, I saw... Shut up, I hate you!
It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think thoroughly, thoroughly. I better think carefully about it. I misread that and I skipped. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is simply... Examine the clock's battery. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. You almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Maya? I mean, Chief. Or is it Mia? Maya? Mia? We're gonna go with Mia. Mia? I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was shown... I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock should be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the court records that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the... Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim had... Jesus, I'm missing my voices. And I also need to get a glass of water after this. The victim had just returned home from abroad, the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Where it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Well, that's very funny. Yeah. Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Damn, I need a glass of water. I didn't think it would be this intense. I forgot how much, like, dialogue there is. I'm doing such a bad job. Oh my god. That being said, okay. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. No, not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone. Man, gone forever. Larry, she was... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? I can't... I don't know why that made me giggle. Oh. Yes, you and I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. I'm sorry. I love this game. And I love its, like, humor. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. I kind of lost his voice there. Sorry. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? I hate saying that, by the way. Don't you have something to show your friends? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. Right, listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave to Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, okay. Save your progress up to this point. Yes, please. Is it going to start the other one? Because, I want to go get a drink. Okay, so it is just going to start the next one. That being said, I'm just going to switch over to this real quick. Sorry, I'm giggling over the fact I just voice acted that, and it was horrible. Horrible, horrible. So, I've been streaming for a little over an hour now. But I was curious, do you want me to continue? Anyone here, would you like me to continue on to the next act? Would you like me to switch games or anything? Because I'm down to play more, but I feel like I should do it in like one sitting. But it's a pretty hefty episode, or an act, or whatever you should call it. Also, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. So, yeah. I'll be right back.
But you'd been taken away. The sun and the moon, the sea and the stars, a warm afternoon and evening from afar. A star in the night sky, a gentle breeze whispers by. How far can the Pegasi reach when they fly? A star in the night sky, a gentle breeze whispers by. How far can the Pegasi reach when they fly? A star